Good morning, Honors Physics, and welcome to the last week of April. So we are going to be working through our concept of gravity and circular motion, and we're going to work ourselves to the end of this topic this week and take a quiz to finish up. So let me show you what's going to go on this week. So for starters, our first daily slide here just kind of talks about what we're going to do today. A little note to seniors here. Seniors, we are going to be finishing up everything this week. This week will be like a normal week, but then your last day of school is going to come the following week. So our last class is going to be on May 5th. And on that day, May 5th, we're going to go ahead and do a qualitative final. It's not going to count for many points. You don't need to study. It's just sort of a way to reflect on what we've done in this class. So be ready for that. And that'll be our last day of actual class together. I still need to get some textbooks back from certain people, but otherwise I'm going to miss you guys. It's kind of sad that you are leaving under these circumstances. So, all right, so here's our agenda. We're basically going to be doing gravity this week. So gravity, we have this dark matter lab, which relates gravity, and circular motion quiz that we'll finish up with. Talking a little bit about our Google Meet that we do Tuesdays. So we're just going to do that every Tuesday first thing. We are going to have office hours available. So using the fact sheet and the office hours, working with our goal of just working for 3 hours. Sometimes that means you might need to cut it short because you're like, okay, I'm spending too much time. What can I cut short now? Maybe you need to be working more to get everything done also at the correct level of thoroughness and understanding. So anyway, 3 hours is going to be our goal. We're going to keep trying to fine tune ourselves to get to that goal. Working with peers, everything we do, including the quizzes, I want you guys to work with peers. Get all your materials ready, formulas, books, all that kind of stuff. Gravity practice problems, we started those last class. Go ahead and get those out. And I have a resource sheet that really helps with formulas and things and ideas. So have that ready to go and handy. So a little bit of a warm up. Give this a try. You're going to see a test question like this eventually, but there is also the answer down in the speaker notes. So don't look at the answer until you've looked at it and tried to figure it out. But a little warm up to start. Then you're going to go through and go correct your work from your gravity practice problem from last class. So I went ahead and I just put a worked out key for each of the problems working through. So you work on that. Then you're going to go ahead and jump into the rest of that practice set. So at the very end of the slideshow, I have put a key for that. But right now I just put hints in the bottom. So try to do these just without the hints first of all, but then revert to the hints. See what you can do, get an answer, and then later check the work at the very end. You will submit this next week. Okay, following that, we're going to start a dark matter lab. This is going to explain this idea of when we look deep in space and we see galaxies and we see how they're moving, we would think they would move with certain speeds based on orbital mechanics, which is really just circular motion and gravitation laws. But they seem to be breaking these gravitation laws. And so what we want to know is, why are they breaking it? So they came up with this thing called the dark matter hypothesis, and that's what we're going to explore today. So to start with, get a virtual partner, in other words, someone that you could work with and discuss these questions. Watch this video and then discuss the questions. It's going to be an intro to our lab. Then you're going to go ahead and notice these 4 points right here. So you're going to be exploring these 4 points around the hypothesis of the dark matter hypothesis during the lab today. You're going to then go ahead and grab this link here, open it up, and print this. And then you're going to do all your work in here. We're going to submit this next week by turning it in with pictures. There's some big ideas here around orbital mechanics. A lot of the work you're going to do today is just looking at the gravity equation versus the centripetal force equation. And then carefully, these 3 videos are here. Watch them with detail. Take notes. This is really the main part of the lab is based on these videos right here. So work simultaneously through the lab questions and the video. Kind of go back and forth through these here. There's 3 links, 1 video, but just broken up into 3 parts. Next thing, you're going to have the lab itself to next week. So next Tuesday, you're going to upload that. I do have a key provided at the end. Then everything past here, all of the rest of the stuff all the way down here is just keys for the lab and the practice problem set. So completely worked out keys for everything. So you're ready to turn it in next class, which is next week, which is Tuesday. Last thing, you're going to do a Khan Academy unit test. It's a time test in there. You're going to go ahead and work on it on your own, see how well you can do with the concepts of circular motion and gravity. And don't forget to fill out your attendance form both days. So I will kind of put it on the same link on the website for the first day, and then the next day there'll be separate forms. So make sure you do it both days. All right. So that is it. You guys have a great week. I look forward to seeing you at the first meeting we have, and then also any questions you have through fax, we'll talk about it. Have a great day, everybody. Goodbye.